Welcome to Amsterdam, the land of bikes, canals, stroopwafels, and sky-high rent. If you've ever dreamed of living in this picture-perfect Dutch postcard, you're not alone. But how much does it actually cost to live here without selling a kidney? Whether you're a student, a digital nomad, or just fed up with your current city, stick around. This guide might just be the reality check, or green light, you've been looking for. Let's dive in. So, why do people keep flocking to this soggy little gem in the Netherlands? Well, for starters, Amsterdam isn't just tulips and tourist bikes. It's got serious brains and beauty. We're talking top-notch work-life balance, high English proficiency. Yes, even your local baker probably speaks better English than you do. World-class museums, and a buzzing international crowd. The city's chill, progressive vibe attracts creatives, tech folks, students, and just about anyone tired of soul-crushing commutes and gray office cubicles. Plus, you can bike to literally everything. And that alone feels like a life upgrade. Sure, it's not cheap, but you're paying for charm, safety, freedom, and a lifestyle that actually makes you want to go outside. So if you're after something walkable, weird, and wonderfully Dutch, Amsterdam might just be calling your name. Let's be real. Finding a place to live in Amsterdam is basically a full-time job. And unless you're a crypto millionaire or incredibly lucky, you're probably going to end up sharing a flat. Even full-time professionals here live with housemates. It's totally normal. For a decent room in a shared apartment, expect to pay somewhere between 600 to 900 euros, depending on the location and vibes. Now, if you're dreaming of your own private space, a tiny studio, nothing fancy, brace yourself. In central areas like De Pijp or Jordan, you're looking at 12 to 1500 euros a month. And that's for something compact enough to brush your teeth while cooking dinner. Seriously. Want to save some cash? Move a little outside the ring. Diemen, Zaandam, or Amstelveen are solid options with better prices and still just a short train or tram ride into the city center. You might even score a studio for under 1,000 if you jump on a good deal. And here's a classic Amsterdam curveball. Many apartments come completely unfurnished, like no fridge, no curtains, sometimes no floor. It's a blank canvas and a trip to IKEA waiting to happen. Most landlords ask for a 1 or 2 month deposit. And to even get a viewing, you'll need to show proof of income, a job contract, and probably explain your entire life story in a neatly written email. Use websites like Funda and Pararius, or dive into Facebook groups where things move fast and renters hustle even faster. Let's talk food, because whether you're fueling up for a bike ride or winding down at a canal-side cafe, you've got to eat. And in Amsterdam, eating out isn't exactly cheap, but it doesn't have to break the bank either. If you're sticking to simple meals or grabbing bites on the go, think doner kebabs, Surinamese sandwiches, or fresh fries with mayo, you can fill up for around 8 to 10 euros. These street food spots are lifesavers for students and broke but happy freelancers. A casual lunch at a cafe will run you about 12 to 15 euros, and a decent dinner at a mid-range restaurant expect to drop around 20 to 30, especially if drinks sneak their way onto the bill, and they usually do. Now, groceries. If you're cooking at home and shopping at places like Albert Heijn or Lidl, you'll spend around 200 to 250 euros a month. Stick to basics, skip the imported stuff, and suddenly that pasta night looks like a Michelin experience. Just don't get addicted to all the cute cafes, brunch spots, and fresh market stands. Amsterdam is full of them, and your wallet will cry if you start treating avocado toast like a daily ritual. Hungry? Welcome to the Amsterdam balance. Eat smart, cook often, and save the splurge for when your parents visit. If you're living in Amsterdam and not biking, are you even living in Amsterdam? Let's be real, the bicycle is king here. You can rent one long-term for around 20 to 30 euros a month, or just buy a decent second-hand bike for around 100 to 150 euros and call it a day. You'll get fit without even trying. Public transport's solid too. Trams, buses, and metros cover the whole city, and an unlimited GVB pass will cost you about 97 euros a month. But honestly, Most locals barely use it unless they live way out or it's raining sideways. There's also OV Fiets, the national bike rental system at train stations. Super handy for short trips outside the city. It costs €4 per 24 hours, and you'll need a personal OV chip card to use it. And yes, Dutch trains are clean, efficient, and not cheap. A day trip to Rotterdam or Utrecht can set you back €15 to €25 each way, depending on how early you book and the time of day. Bottom line, get a bike, learn the rules, ring your bell like a local, and you'll save money, skip traffic, and earn major Dutch street cred. When you rent in Amsterdam, you'll quickly learn the difference between all-in and exclusive rentals. Some places include utilities in the rent, lucky you, but many don't, especially if you're in a studio or sharing a flat. Electricity, water, gas, internet combined will usually cost you around €100 to €130 per month, depending on how energy hungry your lifestyle is. And yes, long hot showers count. A decent package with Wi-Fi will cost around €40 monthly, usually with 1-year contracts. And don't forget, heating is real business in Dutch winters, especially in older apartments with questionable insulation. So if your place is drafty, your gas bill might spike. It's not the sexiest part of moving here, but hey, at least you'll be paying bills in one of the prettiest cities in Europe. Let's talk about the good stuff. Fun. Because you didn't move to Amsterdam just to pay rent and stare at windmills. The city is buzzing with life. Quirky bars, cozy cafes, street markets, museums, music, bikes everywhere, and canals that make even your daily walk feel like a movie scene. A night out? Expect to pay around €5 to €6 for a beer, €10 to €15 for a cocktail, and dinner at a mid-range restaurant will set you back €20 to €30. Grab-and-go falafel or fries, around €5, and absolutely worth it at 2 a.m. Museums and galleries? Most charge €10 to €20, but you can grab a museum cart for about €65 a year and hit up over 400 spots across the country. Gym memberships range from €25 to €50 a month, depending on whether you're into budget fitness or boutique yoga with oat milk lattes after. Want to be social without going broke? Parks, free concerts, and local events pop up constantly. Amsterdam knows how to entertain on any budget. Bottom line, you can have fun here on €50 a week or blow through 200 by Sunday morning. Your call. So you've fallen for Amsterdam. The canals, the bikes, the vibe, but can you actually stay? If you're from the EU, good news. You can just move in. No visa needed. For everyone else, the most popular path is the highly skilled migrant visa. You'll need a job with a registered sponsor and earn at least €5,000 per month gross, if you're over 30. The paperwork's no joke, but if the job's sorted, this is a smooth ride. Freelancer or remote worker. The self-employment visa might be your route, but be warned. The Netherlands wants to see you're economically valuable. You'll need a business plan, proof of income, ideally €2,000 per month, and some Dutch clients help a lot. There's also the orientation year visa, Zoekjaar. If you recently graduated from a top university, you get a full year to live and work freely in the Netherlands. No job offer required up front. And if you're under 30 and from countries like Canada, Australia, or New Zealand, check out the Working Holiday Visa. It lets you stay and work for up to a year. It's not a long-term solution, but a great way to dip your toes in Dutch life. Whatever your path, Dutch immigration loves structure. Expect documents, appointments, and fees. So plan ahead and bring your best bureaucratic game. All right, let's break it down. Because yes, Amsterdam is dreamy, but it's not cheap. Most people here rent a room in a shared flat or grab a tiny studio just outside the city center. That'll set you back around €1,000 a month. And no, your view probably won't include a canal. For food, if you cook at home and treat yourself occasionally, €300 a month is a solid average. Skip the overpriced brunches and you're golden. Transport? If you own a secondhand bike, you're basically riding for free. But let's be realistic. Some days it rains, or you're late, or both. So keep 100 euros aside for occasional public transport or bike repairs. Utilities and internet average around 150 euros. But if you land an all-inclusive rental, congrats, you might not pay a cent. Entertainment, social life, and a bit of fun? 200 euros will cover drinks, events, and maybe that one overpriced oat milk latte in De Pipe. Throw in another 50 euros for your phone bill, laundry, and those surprise costs life loves to serve. Total monthly budget? Around 1,800 euros. It's not a budget backpacker life, but it's enough to live well, without feeling like you're bleeding money every day. Amsterdam looks like a postcard. Bikes, canals, cheese shops, cozy cafes. But beneath the charm, it's a city that tests you. Some expats fall head over heels. They love the walkable lifestyle, the safety, the work-life balance, the openness, the international vibe, and of course, the stroopwafels. They never want to leave. But others? They hit a wall. Housing can feel like the Hunger Games, especially if you're new. Dutch directness can come off as cold. Winters are long, gray, and damp. And if you're not a biker, good luck feeling like a local. Add the cost of living and the always full rental market, and yeah, it's not everyone's dream forever. In the end, it's a love it or leave it kind of place. The city doesn't change for you. You change for the city. So, is Amsterdam calling your name, or just tempting you with cheese and bikes? If you're into creative freedom, cozy chaos, and living life on two wheels, you might just fall in love here. But if you're expecting it to be cheap, easy, or always sunny, maybe think twice. Either way, now you know the real cost of living in Amsterdam, wallet-wise and lifestyle-wise. Hit that like button if this helped, drop a comment with your thoughts or questions, and subscribe for more no-fluff expat guides. Tot ziens!